Now, looking at this lesson right here, we're going to go over some vocabularies in algebra. So the first vocabulary I want to talk about is a variable. Okay, a variable usually refers to letters like x and y. So x and y, those are considered to be called a variable. So if we have an equation like 3x, the x right here is the variable. So I'm going to write down variable. Okay. Our next vocabulary I kind of want to go over is constant. Constant. So constant always has a fixed value. Like let's go over some examples. Like the number 5. That's a constant. The number -2/3. That's a constant. Let's see. Another one like 510.2. That's a constant. So these are all constant values, and they're just, numbers that we have, constant. Next vocabulary I want to go over is coefficients. So coefficient. So coefficient is a number that multiplies with a variable. So here's an example. An example would be 7x. So we can see that the coefficient is the number 6. Or no, not 6, 7. It would be 7 right here. So I'm going to denote that the 7 is the coefficient. Okay, there we go. So the coefficient. And let's go over another example, like maybe 14y to the power of 9. So we can see here that the coefficient in this case would be 14. So let me write that down. The coefficient is the 14. Let me also highlight it too, so we can see that they are together. It's the 14. There we go, just like that. Another vocabulary I kind of want to go over would be an equation. So these are key things we need to know for algebra. So equation. Equation is pretty easy to spot because, they have an equal sign. So here is an example of an equation. We have 2x equals 8. Why is this an equation? Because the equal sign. So let me write that down. The equal sign denotes usually that is an equation. So that's why this is, an equation. Now let's go over like an expression. An expression. What is an expression? An expression doesn't have an equal sign. So here's an expression. Not 3. Let's do the same thing. Maybe 2x minus 8. If you look over here, this is an expression because it does not have an equal sign. Okay, this is why this is an expression. So there's a difference between an equation and an expression. If you look here, an equation has an equal sign. It's kind of late. There we go. An equation has an equal sign, whereas an expression just has no equal sign. So if there's no equal sign, expression. And if there is an equal sign, we have an equation. Okay, so that's that. Now let's see. Another one we're going to go over is terms. Okay, so terms. Terms of an expression or equation or inequality are separated by a plus sign or a minus sign or an equal sign. So here's an example of some terms. So if I gave you 3x to the power of 2 plus 10x plus 7, we can see that there are 3 terms, right? We can see that there is a term right here, here, and here. So we can see that there are, let me write this down. There are 3 terms. They are separated by a plus sign or a minus sign or an equal sign. Doesn't matter as long as they're separated by a plus, minus, or an equal. Those are terms right there. So let's look at another example for in terms of terms. So another example would be, let's see, we can write down maybe 8x plus 7 is equal to 14x minus 30. Okay, if you can see here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms. We can see that 8x is a term, 7 is a term, 14x is a term, and the 30 is a term. So we can write down that there are 4 terms for this equation right here. So and also you can see that this is an expression and this is also an equation. If you see this equation, there's an equal sign. This is an expression. It does not have an equal sign. And there you go. These are the essential vocabulary terms.